Hey guys, in this video I'm going to show you how to make this gorgeous backdrop. Alright guys, so these are all the items that you're going to need to get started. First and foremost is the Boxwood background. That is right here. It comes in squares and there are 12 of them, and the one that I ordered, I will put the link down in the description box. I got this from Amazon and it was here. I have Prime, so it was here in the 2 to 3 days that I needed it. So they look like this, and they have little snaps so that you can snap them into each other to make a grid, and there are 12 of them. All right, next you're gonna need to hold the flowers in. You need to make this. Okay, I got this right here, this foam board. I cut it in half and I hot glued it together. Okay, that's the first step. Second step is floral foam. I do recommend that you get the soft ones because they're easier to put through. These hard ones work just as good, but I didn't have as many left around. I just had these soft ones left over from a project. I recommend getting the soft ones. And you need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. And that should be the length of your board. All right, also you need zip ties. These zip ties are to zip tie it to your background, your boxwood, okay? That's that. Then onto the flowers. So I ordered all my flowers from Amazon. You can also get the floral foam from Amazon as well. That's where I got the soft ones from, so I'm gonna put that in the description box as well. The hydrangeas, okay, that's what you need the most of. And I'm gonna tell you something about the hydrangeas. That's these guys. These are your background. They do not come with the stem attached. You have to attach the stem to every last one of these hydrangeas. Don't worry, it's worth it. Okay, so I got these off of Amazon and they were $19.99 a bag, and I used 4 bags of these. Okay, so that's the hydrangea, that's our backdrop. And again, it does not come stem attached. You have to attach the stems to each and every last one of these, but it's worth it and it goes by super quick, or if you get someone to help you, it'll go by even quicker. All right, next thing is the flowers. I ordered 2 different boxes of flowers. One had an assortment that was pink and ivory, and the other one had a different ombre. I used every one in there except for the red ones. I did leave the red ones out of that pack, and I'll put those down in the description box. One box was $19.99. The other box was $12.99. So those are the flowers that we're gonna use. All right, and then we have our wisteria vines. They're so cute, that flow, and I got a 6-pack off Amazon for $16.99. And these are what we put on the side to give it that waterfall, that cascade effect, and 6 come in a pack. And I only ordered 1 pack of these. Last but not least, my sign. Okay, my neon sign came off of Etsy. I will put the link in the description box. This sign took, because we're in COVID-19, this sign took about 4 weeks to get here. You can get whatever font you want, you can get whatever color you want. You just have to let him know all of these things, and it's pretty much step by step. It tells you how to tell him what you want. He will message you back. He's pretty good about messaging you back. Now, this is what their outlets look like. So I received an adapter that just goes in and it goes into the wall. So be mindful of that. But it still works. Everything works perfectly. It's beautiful. It was here on time. And this disconnects. This is what we use to snake it behind so that we can make the cord disappear from the boxwood. All right. So we do need zip ties. We use that to attach our backdrop and also to attach our sign. So those are the things that you will need. Also miscellaneous things are nails and hammer, you know, just to put it up with. Also, some people recommend using command strips. I tried using command strips. It was not strong enough to hold up my whole backdrop. All right, so let's get to it. First things first is to put your nails in the wall. Measure out your measure out your boxwood square, and then you want to put your nails in here so that it has something to hold on to and attach to. All right. All right. All right. Then I have attached my first boxwood square. There's my nail. All right. So over here on the side, this is how I'm going to attach the other ones. I'm going to make them into a mat, and then I'm just going to simply connect it to this one. That's how we're gonna do it. All right, so step 1 is complete. I have assembled all my boxwood in one sheet, and so I only put nails at the top to minimize the amount of damage that the walls are gonna receive. All right, next step is attaching our flower board. Okay, so right here, I put holes in the top and I attach zip ties to the top. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a zip tie through this and through the top of the boxwood to attach it to each one of these to make sure it stays. Okay, so we have the top of our board. These are our zip ties. So I'm gonna place a zip tie through that one, through the boxwood, the top of it. Bring it back around and tighten it up. Is the hydrangeas. We want to do the outside perimeter and then start filling the inside. Outside, this is what it looks like. So now we're going to go ahead and fill in the middle, and it will start looking more like something. All right, so once you put in all your hydrangeas, it should look something like this. And don't worry about these little holes, that's where our roses come in. So that's our next step, is roses. I like to put them up in groups of 3. I like pink, a pink, and then a white, so that it looks just a little bit more full. And sometimes you have to twist them together to make sure that they go in together. Just like that. And you just do that all over. Alright, so once you get all your flowers in there, that's what it should look like. Get all your roses in, that's what it should look like. Alright, so we have 2 steps left. The second to last step is the wisteria vine. That's these guys right here. You can choose whichever side you would like to put yours on. I'm personally putting mine on this side because I'm trying to cover up my little ugly thermostat right here. Let me turn it down so y'all can see. There we go. All right. So I'm trying to cover my thermostat. So you just put them in the top where we put the other flowers. And you just put them in and you layer them. I do this little cheat move. I put them actually in the boxwood to give me a little bit more of that layering effect and not just all up top in one place. So I just put a little bit through the boxwood, the backdrop, the greenery to give me more of a full look. I'm gonna put some more up top. Okay. Some more there, and then one more down here. And there we have it. And that's what it's gonna look like on that side. All right, last step is the sign. So my sign has a hole right here, one in the middle, and one over here on the end. Then we're gonna use our zip ties again to attach this to the boxwood. Also, when you're doing this, be mindful that you have a plug in distance of your sign so that your sign can light up, or you have an extension cord in the distance. This part goes a lot easier when you have someone to help you hold it, but right now it's just me. So I'm going to do the best I can. All right, so the way that I hide the extension cord, some people, it doesn't bother them that they can see it, but it bothers me. So the way mine was made, I can detach it, this little part right here. And so I'm going to snake it, find a little hole, and snake it behind. All right, so once you snake that through, the next step is to position it where you want it. You don't want it too high because when it turns on, you cannot see it. And you don't want it too low because then you can't take pictures in front of it and then there's no point of it. So you want it at a good height where it can still be seen by the photographers. So next step, a zip tie. The longer ones work better for this, but the Boxwood comes with green ones again, so you don't have to buy them, but I just have nails and this is easier for me to maneuver. I just find my positioning. That looks right or not. Looks center or not to me. Alright, so I'm just gonna put it through one of the squares. And I'm going to bring it back out through. I'm just going to adjust it, and these I am going to cut off because they do form more of an eyesore than the ones up there.